Hello and welcome everyone, Kaz here bringing you your daily dose of r/goodness. Today we mix it up with some r/entitled parents. Let me know in the comment section what you want next and enjoy. That one time when my entitled aunt made my birthday all about her spoiled brats. It was my 10th birthday, so it's been a while. I'm 30 now, thus obviously can't remember who said what, so I'm just going to describe what happened. EA, entitled aunt. SC1, spoiled cousin 1, about 1 year younger than me. SC2, spoiled cousin 2, about 1 year older than me. So my 10th birthday was coming up, and my mother invited her sister, EA, and her two sons, SC1 and NC2, to our house. They would stay for about a week, and as usual, they saw our house in the small rural village as some sort of holiday resort. They were living in a city. This was bad enough already, as we had to withstand comments like, "Oh, that fresh country air." It surely has something pristine to it, but it could not stand this all year long. Near our house, our neighbors had goats, so there was a bit of a smell. SC1 and SC2 found it boring to play with me outside, didn't know what to do without their consoles and toys, and thus mocked me for not having many cool games or gadgets to play with. Also, my parents were not rich, so no way I would have had an Xbox or a PS back then. I had a second-hand Game Boy, but that was about it. My EA, however, well, she was rich, at least compared to us. In short, I didn't really get along too well with the two brats, but okay. So I already knew that SC1 and SC2 would also get a present for what technically was my birthday. It's not really a tradition here, but also not uncommon that all the kids celebrating get something. When I visited them for one of SC2's birthday, I also got a small gift, so totally fair. Also, I knew that both cousins would get bigger presents whenever one of the cousins celebrated to prevent them from fighting over a toy or be jealous or whatnot. I don't know, so I totally expected them to unwrap their own presents. What I did not expect was this. The day before my birthday, my mom had to run errands and prepare some things, so she left me with EA and her cousins. EA announced that we would go shopping for presents at a recently opened Toys R Us store about a 2 hours drive away. I had never been there, so I was super excited. My mom was relieved and grateful. So we got in the car, and there EA said something like, "Okay kids, you know the deal? Everyone just picks one thing. No skateboards, no vehicles, no gaming consoles." So of freaking course I thought I was included in this, and of freaking course I started to imagine what I could get. Oh, but I was plain wrong. She was just talking to the cousins. EA did not tell me, but I started to figure when she asked if I could wait in the car when we arrived at the store. But there was nothing to do in the car, and they couldn't tell me how long this would take, so I tagged along. For the next 40 minutes or so, I had to watch my cousins each pick and choose one thing they would get for my birthday. They both ended up with Lego sets. The boxes almost didn't fit in the trunk. I didn't even know there were sets this size, for frick's sake. I did not cry, but I was feeling terrible, so I was very quiet when we arrived at home. My mom surely figured what happened, and I could hear her yell at EA later that evening, but it was late and I could not hear what it was about. The next day, my birthday, the cousins started to play with their Lego, ate most of the birthday cake, and mostly ignored me unwrapping my presents. My mom got me a really nice dark green summer jacket. I always wanted one of this color so I could hide better in the forest when I was playing with my friends, so I was super happy. EA gave me a Barbie set because, well, I'm a girl. It sure was quite expensive and large, but if she only knew me a tiny bit better, she would have known that Barbie isn't really for me. I had about 7 toy guns, a bow, some action figures, and Lego, but no Barbie. Well, she had a slight Lara Croft resemblance, at least it wasn't the blonde one, so in the end I found a way to play with the thing. My mom later told me that she had no idea that EA would do this. She thought EA did not have a present for me and would take me to the store to pick a thing so I would get something I'd like. I think this case should become one of those famous prison quotes. An entitled parent never misses a chance to place her brats in the middle of the universe. Abraham Lincoln. Entitled woman asks me to lie to let her kid in free. This may be equally well suited in r/tales from retail. As expected in the retail and service industry, entitled parent stories are common. I work for an escape room located in North Oklahoma City, and stories like the one I'm about to share are a dime a dozen. I have plenty. If you don't know what escape rooms are, it basically runs like this. Your group picks one of several scenarios we offer. Your group gets led into whatever scenario it is what was chosen, and then the group has 1 hour to solve all the puzzles, clues, riddles, and such in order to escape the room. There are age restrictions which will be explained later. This happened to me early March. Buckle up. I work as a lobby host. Lobby host means I'm up front checking in groups that are scheduled to play, answering questions guests have about our game's establishment, answer phone calls, etc. Monday through Wednesday is usually the slowest time of the week booking-wise, since we see a majority of our games typically booked during the weekend, and the mall we are located in is not the busiest one in this side of the city. On slow nights, I don't have game masters on the clock, so if a group comes in as a walk-in game, I usually can't put them in a game immediately. I have to call someone to come up to the store and run the game. This was a Monday night, and there were no games booked. The mall was practically empty. I was in the lobby listening to YouTube videos and playing Microsoft Solitaire. Don't judge me. In walks a group of 6, 2 children in tow, an 8-year-old and an 11-year-old. There was a woman, the 2 younger kids, and 3 men of varying ages. I couldn't really tell who belonged to who, so we'll mainly refer to the ones who did any talking to me in the situation. Entitled woman, EW, very fitting. Entitled man, number 1, EM1. Entitled man number 2, EM2. Young kid, YK. And of course, yours truly, me. I greet them as I usually greet guests. Hi there, how can I... EW at the front of this group cuts me off. We wanna do this! She was quite rude. Me. Oh, okay, that's fine. Though I will let you know that since nothing was booked tonight, I will have to call someone up here to run a game, so it'll be about an hour before you can play. EW. Ugh, what if you want to play now? At this point I can see YK swinging EW's arm and bouncing excitedly. Me. Well, I'll see who I can get up here the fastest, but I don't have anyone up here right this moment to run games. EW. Cool. How much is it? Looking very pleased with herself. Me. For a group of 6, it'll be $156.35. EW glares at me like she wants me to check my math. Me. A group of 6 runs $23.99 plus tax. EW. Are there any discounts? Me. I could give you the code from the website that gives you 10% for playing on a weekday. I make the changes in the computer. EM1. What's 10% off though? Like $2? The adults laugh. Me. That brings it down to $140.72. EM1. That's hardly a discount. Can't you apply it twice or something? I don't have time to answer before EW is asking more questions. EW. But I have 2 kids with me. What's the kids' price? Me. All players are charged the same. There's no price difference between kids and adults. EW. Well then, what's the age limit? Me. Looking at YK. How old are you, sweetie? Both YK and you answer simultaneously. YK.
I'm 8 years old.
EW. Oh, she's definitely under 8. I look between the two for a moment, grasping what I just heard. EM2 speaks up. EM2. But he's 8, so he gets him free, right? EW turns around and glares at EM2. Me. No, 8 is the cutoff. 8 and older are regularly charged players. EW now glaring at me. How about a law enforcement discount? Me. I'm sorry ma'am, I don't have that to offer. EM1. Can't you make this cheaper? Me. I'm sorry, I don't have any other discount codes available. EW steps to the desk and is less than 3 inches away from my face. EW seems to be about 5'1" or so, and since I'm sitting down, she's eye level with me. I am 5'7" and admittedly a thick girl. This is important in a moment. EW.
Look, he really wants to play and I said he could. Can't you just pretend he's 7 and not charge for him?
I stand up. EW's smug smile drops, now looking like she knows she fucked up. I fix her with a piercing look that has seen through some bullshit.
Me. No, ma'am, I cannot do that.
They all turn and leave, EW shoving her way through the rest of the group to get away from me. P.S. Also worth noting, because of a massive event we threw last year, I still had access to discount codes for 50% off of a regular priced game. Since we had such an excess left over, I like to apply them on bookings I make when the person setting up the event is being particularly nice or the party seems really pumped up, groups that generally deserve it. Maybe if this entitled family had been a little more polite, I'd have been more willing to help them. Whoopsies! I can't stress this enough. Be nice to retailers. Be nice to people. They are willing to help if you are nice. Don't be like that entitled parent. They didn't get the night of fun they wanted. They didn't get the discount. But we did get a hell of a story. So kudos for that. Thank you once again for tuning in for your daily dose of r/goodness. Tell me in the comment section what would you like to see next. Any feedback from you guys is greatly appreciated. Please like the video if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers!